Yes, hello, hello, hello. Good. Friday. Yes, we're here another Friday with another prominent guest. And I want to know whether you can relate the topic of today with my colors here. Yes, today is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, as well as the day today. And our aim today is to give you through about the breast cancer awareness throughout the discussions, and also to keep you informed of how to react at the right time and the process, and how best can you do this with the guest we have today, one of our members who is very active and making this awareness to as many women as well as others. And so let's have a woman to woman talk today. That's the topic of today, women to women. Gather up, get your friends, invite them to this discussion, and let's get started. Today's discussion is a very hot topic. It's about Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I can see you're all starting to log in slowly. And as you can see, I have my guest here, and I'm really eager to get the topic started. So share with all your friends, with all your connection, so that we have this important discussion. This discussion is there for us today to talk about the breast cancer awareness month, and we have very important guests. I'm gonna bring the guests. If you're here with us, share with your friends. We will talk about the prevention. We will talk about the processes and a few things as a woman you should be aware, and how to detect these things. Yes, it's a breast cancer awareness month, and today as our women who are very powerful there, this is our day to discuss that. So I have my guest here already. Hi. I'm going to unmute you so that people can hear you. Hi,
Hi.
Liz. She's called Elizabeth,
Yes.
but she prefer you, and you all know her as Liz Boss. That name is so strong. Such a beautiful name to have it as a boss. And I can relate that with the kind of work you do as well. So welcome to this to the information day. Today it's about breast cancer awareness month. And if you're here listening to us, share with your friends. We'll be also doing that as sharing, but as I go and share, also waiting for you people to also gather up as many women as possible. I always say sharing is caring, and there is importance of this topic of the breast cancer awareness month. So I'll let my guest introduce herself. Liz, how are you today?
I am fine.
Yeah, a lot of energy.
Yes.
Yeah, I know today it can be a day that it's a busy month for you normally, right? Because
Yeah.
you are in so many platforms making this information awareness for so many people outside there. And
Yeah.
please introduce yourself for people to get to know you.
Yeah, I'm Elizabeth Boss, or in short, you can say Liz. You can call me Liz Boss. Yeah, I come from Kenya and I live here now in the Netherlands for 9 years. Yeah.
Wow,
And
wow.
I'm the resource mobilization officer for Max Factor, Maximizing Facts on HIV/AIDS, an organization in Kenya, and also was registered here in 2016. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I hope all of you can hear that. And if you can see me right now and hear me, please take a note, share with your people outside there. It's all about the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's our month today to discuss that and talk about some topics that are very important at this time of the season. And people, we need to know what is going on. We need to know how to prevent ourselves early enough. early detection saves lives. That's what we hear from this, from the discussion from today. And I want you all to be aware that this is the time to do it. We need to learn how to detect early and really be ready for action when it happens. We are all ready. So I'll go straight away as we wait people to join in. It's a Friday, guys. Let's gather
Yeah.
up here, let's get in discussions, and let's get to this topic of today. And just to make sure that we are really going for the real topics for today, you have told us you lived in Holland and you have your family there and your
Yes.
children, which is very precious as every other family. And
Yeah.
I'll go straight to for people to understand about the why we're here today and why this month is a awareness cancer month, especially for the breast cancer. Yeah, breast cancer awareness month. So could you tell us, why do we have October as a breast cancer awareness day, I mean, in the month as well?
Wow, that one you caught me off guard about. I didn't research, but because I didn't research about it, I just found out that people are it's in October. It's breast cancer awareness. But the reason why I didn't research so much about cancer was because I was so afraid when I found out that I had cancer. That is the reason why. So everything else was just, I decided that I was just going to take a day, every day at a time, and I'm not going to read so much, because if I read so much and Google so much and watch so many videos on YouTube, then I'm gonna get a lot of stress, and I didn't want that. So actually, if you know why we do it on this month, maybe you can tell us, but I didn't check that.
Yeah. So it's as much as everybody awareness is there. It's a month to be aware of the breast cancer situations, and it's been happening actually. As a research, I've been checking. Every out of 8 women, one woman has breast cancer.
Okay,
This
yeah.
is alarming. This is alarming. And the main thing is detecting this as early as possible. And that's why the awareness month is there. And we thought as African women, we are all women and we are affected with this topic. How can we relate ourselves and take care of ourselves early enough so that we are protected and be able to treat it, because it's one of the treatable cancer, which you also tell us a little bit about that through your story. And now, if I go back to the topic of today as well, and could you tell us? I mean, you've been you when I met you and you came out across to approach me and told me, Joy, this month awareness, we need to spread this information around and make women aware, men, and especially prevention, to be prevention. So prevention, as we all say, prevention is better than cure.
Yeah.
Please tell us your story, how you got to know you had cancer, how you manage the emotional, physical, and I can imagine the mental part of it aspect, and especially during the whole process, how starting right from the beginning. Take us through your story so that people can relate about the topic we have for today and why it's so special for you, also being also affected by this the breast cancer situation. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Joy, and to all the viewers who are watching us. Yeah, for mine, I didn't. I just one day I went to the bathroom and I touched something. The first person I
Okay.
called was my husband. Please, please come and see. I've touched something, 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 something. So I was like, "What is this?" But if I can take you back, before that, I had some side effects that I didn't know that were related to breast cancer. I was like, I had a rash on my right. My breast cancer was on my right hand side. Yeah, which also I was told by the doctor it is good, because if you have it at your left hand side, it's you can also get some like some heart failure when you're doing treatment, like for example radiotherapy and things like that. So in that case, at least I was a bit lucky because it was on my right hand side. So before I saw some rashes on my armpit. Then the norm here is you call the doctor first. You call your house doctor, and then they give you an appointment. Then you go there. So when I went there, she checked me. It was a lady, and immediately she just said, "Oh yeah, that you need to go for further checkup through a specialist." So I was like, "Yeah, through a specialist? Is this something very serious, or what's happening?" So, and immediately also she warned me. She said, "And you know what? You might wait for 3 months before you're seen." So I was like, 3 months? Why? So then we were coming from the checkup room, and then we went back to her desk, and when she was opening the computer, just putting on and checking where I can go, and we were talking, and she asked me, can you go anywhere in the Netherlands for treatment? And I said, yes, I can. I don't have a problem with that. I can go. And when she was checking, and she just saw a chance in 2 days. And she told me, lady, you are so lucky. So I was like, yeah, you're so lucky, because I was warning you that you will wait for 3 months, and now we have chance for you. And again, in the nearest hospital here in Groningen, where I live, is just about like 8 kilometers, So I was saying, the first thing I did was I just thanked God, I said, God, thank you, and thank you for just coming in, for me. Then I went to the doctor. The following, in 2 days' time, it was. Remember, I touched the tumor on a Sunday. Went to the doctor on Monday. On Wednesday, I went for the biopsy and the scan and all that thing. It was so stressful, and then I understood why she was telling me it can take even 3 months, because they attend to one person, one person in. I went there at around 2, and I was leaving there at around 5. So I understood why they told me it was going to, it can take long. And there were so many people who were going for this checkup. So first I went for the mammogram, which is very painful for people who have gone through that. It was very painful. It was my first time. The pain is unbearable. It's like a lorry stepping on your on your breast, like that. And it has to stay there for like 1 minute. Yes, and then they make the photos, and then again they turn your breast this side, and I was like, again? And they said yes, because we have to be sure, and it's a painful process, so we just want to be sure, and it's something we don't want to do it like more often.
If I may ask you, how old were you then?
Then I was 41 years old, because right now I'm 42 and heading to 43 soon.
Yeah. So
yeah,
it was already the age of doing the mammogram, right?
No, it wasn't, because here in Europe, it's I think they advise people from 60 to 65 years old.
I think it depends where. It depends where, because I think I had mine
here in
already.
the Netherlands, I think, yeah.
Yeah, In
Yeah.
Germany, I think I did mine in my 40. Don't ask me how old I am, but
Oh, okay.
I'm
It's okay. Me, I'm not afraid of my age, like
yes,
saying it.
yes,
It's just
yes. Go
I'm,
ahead,
I'm,
go
I'm,
ahead.
I'm I'm glad that I'm that old because there are other people who didn't even reach 40. So I'm glad.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
definitely. That's a
Mm.
worth celebration our life.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes,
Just
yes.
go ahead telling us after they did the check.
Yes, and after they did that, first after the mammogram, then we went to the room where they did a scan. It's the same day.
Okay.
From this room and that room, I'm the only one who is there. Like it is designed in a way that you enter with this door and then you go to the examination room and the doctor is just with you, one person. The next also, the bed is there, one person, and there was um, a specialist from the lab who was there when they like pierced my my breast. That was the most painful. They even told me, and I was like, this thing is going
Was
to go
there no
through.
anesthesia or anything?
No, with that one, no.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't there. So then the computer, it was computerized. So the computer is checking like where the tumor is, and then they have to remove some fluid from the tumor. Immediately it is being tested there with the lab specialist,
Yeah.
and so you have to wait a bit. They test it, and they tell you if we see some particles, not cancer, if we see some particles, then definitely you're going to wait for 1 week so that we can tell you either if you have cancer or you don't have it. Yeah. So yeah, that is what happened. Then I went home praying and hoping that it is God,
Mm.
please, I don't want it to be cancer. I don't, please, God. So in my mind, and my feeling was, it is not cancer. It is just, it was just something, it is just a tumor. So in my mind, it was like that. I was feeling like it is not, it cannot be.
Mm, mm,
So came the following week. In Netherlands here, things go very, very fast. So
mm.
came the following week, the same day on a Wednesday, I went for my results. And when we went there in Netherlands, also what I can recommend, also if something is good, just say it's good. They also have students who join in like students in the Netherlands who are doing medical. They learn also through seeing and doing. So that day they requested me there was a student standing there and they requested, can this student join in and see the process? And I said yes. Okay. So we went in, and it was the head of department. He was just doing a pen like, and he started saying, I think they've seen so many cases that it wasn't something. So
Mm.
I didn't
But it was
expect
special.
that.
It was special for you. I mean,
For
it
me, it
was.
was special, but for him, the doctor who was relaying the information,
Yeah.
what I saw, it wasn't something that was like, preparation and things like that. I wasn't prepared. So he was like, you know what? The tests are back and you have breast cancer. Just like that. So
No,
he did it just like that. I didn't go
like you
through
have
like,
a cold.
I didn't go through counseling or what or no. It was just like that. And
Okay.
first, my mind, I just started asking questions immediately. My
Mm.
husband was there also, and I saw him just turning, the skin color just turned red and like that. Though, for me, I gathered some strength, though, and I asked so many questions to the doctor. I was like, hey, is it because of these chemicals that we put on our hair as Black women? So I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I started, is it because of that? Is it why? Because I was putting that, but not too much. Like maybe I'd trained myself to put it, maybe if it is too much, maybe twice in a year. So I was, but I've heard it's not very good. So I was like, is it that? That is what I asked the doctor. He said no. Is it the food? He said no. Environment? No. We are still, we are still researching. I was like, so that's when I just broke down. Just said, now I'm with the person who should tell me what brings cancer, and he's telling me we are still researching. I was like, oh my God. So I broke down and he was like, oh, so you are asking, I asked him so many questions. It's only that we don't have time right now. So he said, hey, so you were also so, I thought you were strong. So you are not strong? Because my tears just started rolling, it just started rolling. I was so devastated. I was just, and
Yeah, it
now
is.
what
It
is this?
is.
What is this?
Mm.
So, and they brought tissues. They were just giving me. So, I was not prepared for that
Mm.
news. That is what I can say. I was not
And they
prepared,
didn't prepare you as well.
and they didn't prepare me.
Yeah.
So after that, again, I went home. They told me, okay, now you're going to come here and, the following week so that we can. I think that same day they told me, now we want you to meet the head nurse so that you can discuss the logistics and things like that, how you're going to go through this process. And I was like, okay, yeah. So that is how it went, and the head nurse just tells you gives you a date on how you're going to come back, and then she can take you through the process, and you can meet the anesthesia, the person who will inject you so that you can sleep when they're doing the surgery. You can go and see the ward where you're going to sleep when they're going to do the surgery. They take you through everything, like it's an orientation, yeah, something
Mm.
like that.
So you get
That
all the steps that are going to take
everything.
out now
Yeah,
from
that one
now
was
on.
good, but I thought it could have been good. That is what I would say Africa is very good in, preparing somebody. Like, with, if they want to tell you something, like in Africa, maybe they could have
Yes.
given me enough
Hmm.
counseling
I think it's a
before they just tell me.
culture. It's a
Yeah, in
culture.
that
Yeah.
in that I don't give Netherlands a plus. I think that one, I think, because if I don't know, maybe I could have fallen, or I don't know.
Yeah, anything, because that's
Yes,
actually the main thing. How the
that's the
fear
main thing.
is the one
And
that kills a lot of the
yeah,
situations.
being that I come from Kenya, I know that if it was something and information like that, like, e.g., maybe if about HIV, or maybe cancer, I know they prepare you. Like, you get a counselor who will talk to you and tell you so many things. You see, but here that one was not there. So,
Mm.
yeah. And then I came home, and we came home with my husband, and yeah. So he said, "Now, what are we going to do now?" What the thoughts that came into my mind now was like, okay, let me sleep over it, and then tomorrow let's just see what we can do. And first, maybe telling the family, and then telling breaking news to the children. And that one, I don't think there's a formula to that. I do not think there is, because even if the doctor tells you, okay, you can do it like this and that,
Mm.
but it will depend with the person you are going to tell the news, and how shocked they will be, and how. So I don't know. It is just something on another level. I can't say
Yes,
there's a
yes,
formula
I
for it.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
then we just decided, okay, let me. I decided to tell a few people
yeah.
in a few
Mm.
groups that I was in, like
Mm.
these WhatsApp groups, small WhatsApp groups. And because at least some of them have some knowledge on cancer and things like that. And I warned them, I said, if don't leak the information still, because I have not told my children, and I'm preparing to tell them maybe tomorrow, something like that. We also called family and here in the Netherlands, but yeah, it was here, it was just okay, but still that shock, it was okay because it's treatable, but that shock. But my family in Kenya, it wasn't okay. Yeah, I called my
Wow.
sister. It wasn't okay because I called my sister. I remember she was she used to help us in the center, and she just threw away the phone. I was on phone with her. Her name is Antonina, and when I called her, hey Anto, Sasa, like yeah, I was told I have breast cancer, and I just heard the bang of the phone, and that's
Even
how we.
you are also sharing the information the way it was given to you too.
Yes.
It's also
So again, then I decided, okay, let me now also
be
another sister
cautious.
in Geneva. So I said, oh, let me call my sister in Geneva and see how it goes. So I called her and she was in the office then, and I just had her, woo-wee, woo-wee, and I had
I
people ask,
know, and it's interesting the way you say it. The
yeah,
cancers are so different.
I called her and I said, her name is Liz. I said, Liz. Also, her name is also Liz. Liz, I've been told I have this. And she was like, woo, woo. So she started. And what I can tell you, my sister Liz, she's somebody, she has doctorate right now. So
Okay.
information, whether you have doctorate or she has PhD,
You
yes,
said.
which means she's so learned, she's learned. And with information and with somebody who is close to you, it doesn't matter whether you are learned or whether you're what, the reaction will still be the same. Woo wee, and start crying, and that is what happened. So I said, okay, so now I'm done with the family because I thought I thought maybe
Do you feel that you should have done it differently with
I
that
don't
part?
know. That's why I'm
Because
saying
like I think it's the way it was delivered to you as well. It's like the way they throw it on your table, you're also throwing it on the table. And sometimes ask you that question, are you seated down? Are you okay? I need to give you something. Are you prepared? Are you no nothing?
I don't know. I just say there's no formula, but I think people should be prepared. That's
I
what I.
think so.
So I said, I'm done with the family. I'm not telling them anymore. I'm going to put it down out there on Facebook. Why? Yes. Why?
Saves you a
Because
lot of emotions.
not even that, because before I came to Europe, I used to work in the ghettos of Kibera, Mkuru kwa Jenga, Korogocho, Kochland. Yeah, we call it Kochland, Korogocho, and Mkuru kwa Jenga, Mkuru kwa Ruben, Kayole in Soweto, all those big ghettos, Madare. And because I said there are some people who still follow me, and if one person gets the information, they're gonna relay to others. So I said, okay, if this thing is going to kill me, this cancer thing, let my people also in the ghetto know that this is what happened. So I just decided, that's why I decided to share it on Facebook. Yes. And
Yeah.
then I just decided I am not going to answer any questions. And because I don't know what to answer. People were really like, hey, what stage is it? Like, really? If you're here and you're watching me, if somebody tells you, I've just been diagnosed with cancer, don't ask them, which stage are you? Because at that moment, you don't know. At that moment, you know nothing, because until they go and until they operate you or they do surgery and remove the tumor, and then it will take like a month when in the lab, then it's when they will know which stage, what type of cancer it is, blah blah blah. and which treatment are you supposed to take?
Mm-hmm.
So people were like, hey, which stage? Which stage? And I was like, oh, there is stage. I don't know. I didn't know if there is stage. You know, I was
They
so
make you
confused.
even more confused, right?
Yes, they make me even more angry. And I was like, now there's also, I've heard that there's stages, but now they are reminding me now the reality, which I don't want to hear, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that is how it was. And then I was told, yeah, you are going to wait. Then I forgot when I was at the doctor's place, when he was relaying the bad information about cancer, then he asked me, do you have any plans? When we finished, and I was like, do I have any plans? Everybody has plans. I didn't answer like that, but in my mind,
In your mind, yes.
yes. So then I answered him, but I answered him while just looking down, not because in Netherlands it's really they train children not to look down when you are talking. You
The
have to
other
look
way
at
around.
somebody and
Mm-hmm.
have a conversation with them. But
Yes.
I just automatically did that because I was like, what is going to happen? Why is he asking me that if I have any plans? Why? Is it too soon? Am I going that soon? Or, those
Mm.
kind of things. So I said, yes, of course I have plans. I wanted to go and visit my family in Kenya and visit the children that we support. Yeah, those are the plans I have for now. And then later come back and go with my family for holiday. And he
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
okay. And he said, okay, you can go to Kenya, yes, but with the family in the holiday, because we already plan things in advance here. It's not like you just come and say, oh, I'm going now. So he said, with your holiday, that one you're going to cancel because during that time around September, before it was just the surgery was scheduled just the week that we were supposed to go for holiday because we normally go in the end of the whatever the one
Of the
week
year.
open school, yeah, something
Mm.
like that, or 2 weeks too. I said, oh, okay, it's fine. So when I came when I came back, we started just thinking about it, and then my in-law also started calling. I said, no, you cannot go to Kenya from here. It's not possible because yeah, I had a friend and who had found out that she had cancer and she was pregnant, and she said, oh, let me just carry the pregnancy to term first, and then I'll do the treatment later. And it went all wrong, and she died. So
Mm.
she told me, you are not going to go. Even Kenya, you're not, I don't think you should go. And then I was just mixed up like that. And I said, okay, Leo.
Mm.
So I told my in-law, no, it's not me who decided that I should go to Kenya. They don't have chance. They said I'm going to wait until about end September there. So they don't have chance now. So that's why they said now I can just go. And he said, no, you cannot go. We still have to call them every day. So that is what I used to call. We used to call them every day until my in-law didn't believe us. So the the last calls we made, I recorded also my husband doing it, so that then I sent because he was like, no, I don't think you are calling. I don't think you know how serious this thing is. It was like that.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah. Yeah.
"No, I call every day. I call." So I continued calling every day, just pushing on and praying that I get a chance soon. And one day when I do farming also here in Europe. So for our organization, so that we can get some money to just support the kids in Africa, in our country, Kenya. So that week I had just a feeling that, oh, maybe I'm gonna go to the hospital. So I said, oh, let me just go to the farm like every day so that I can just clear up. If I'm going, things are okay in the farm here. So when I was there, It was really, I can remember it was a very, 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 very hot summer last year in July. And so I took a break at around 9. I went there at around 8 and I took a break. I was like, checked my phone. It was 10 missed call. I said, hey, is my house burning in Aren or what? Because the kids were also on holiday. So, and anything
Yes.
go wrong. So I was like, then I saw also from my husband, I said, let me call. And he was, there's a chance. He was,
An
he didn't even
appointment.
say, where are you or what. There's a chance. There's a chance you can go for surgery like on Friday. It was on Wednesday. I was like,
Oh, wow. Wow.
On Friday. So I started saying on Friday, one day to prepare.
Mm.
With kids, it's a bit difficult also here in Europe. So I said, okay, thank you, Lord. I just said, thank you, God. But I was thinking it is also too soon. So, but that is what I did. We came the following day, we just prepared because they wanted me to, here, you go with your own night dress to the hospital, whether you're giving birth or go with your own. It's not like in Kenya.
Definitely. Yeah.
No, it's not like in Kenya that they give you
Yeah.
like they give you the hospital clothes. No, here
Mm.
you go with what you want. Yeah. So they told me to buy the night dress that has. If I don't have, I buy night dress that they can open like this, or it's easy to do the examination. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Sorry. So I prepared myself, and not enough. It can never be enough. And then went on Friday. So I would say I really thank God because for also coming in through for me for the second time again with the surgery, because I was going to wait until maybe end of maybe early September or mid, yeah, August. So
Mm.
I said, because that I don't have the date right now, but it was around that time. So because I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't going to go for holiday then. So I thank God, and I'm a believer. I must confess that.
Very important.
Yes, I
Yeah.
believe in Jesus Christ, the Savior of the world.
Yes.
Yes.
Amen. That's the way
Yeah.
to go. Yes.
And I respect all religions. I respect Rastafarians. I respect Buddhists, and I respect those who don't believe, because in the Netherlands, it's a free country.
Mm. So I
I
hear a
respect
lot of
everybody.
So I
I
hear a
respect
lot.
Muslim. I have friends
Yeah.
across all cultures and all
Yeah.
religions. Yes.
Definitely. So I hear
Yes.
a lot of emotional, especially the emotional part, the whole process, especially when you're dealing with the cancer and the information you get and passing all over information and not knowing where it's going to head, the processes, and then you got the mentor part. And I was just wondering how did you manage all that? Your mental health, your physical, probably at that time it was not so much affected. How did you manage that? And I know you're working, you have your children.
I don't work. Since I was really like I'm generally I'm a very strong woman. Yes, that one I also know. Even if I know from me. When they told me I have even cancer, I still went to work, and I told them. And I was going, when I was going home, and luckily we were with my boss in the lift, and she's one of the bosses, and she was a woman, and she was like, hey, so I said, yes, I have. And I lifted my breast, and she just started screaming and said, no, please. And why, with all this pain, why are you coming to work? And please just don't come. Please, please, please don't come to work from tomorrow. Please. So that is what happened. But still, and then at work also I was not feeling good from 2018.
Mm,
And I used to tell them, and also there's a notion also here in Europe that black people don't they don't like working, you know. They like sitting and getting. That is a notion. So they were like, hey, oh, maybe I'm just pretending, you know. So when they found out that I was not really pretending, because it was really, I was suffering from something that I didn't know, because I didn't have energy, but I was still trying, going there. And then they said, okay, they were really ashamed of themselves. They felt for me, because that is the notion here in Europe. Like it's
Yeah.
like us black people, that we don't like, we don't want to work, or we just want to sit and get free money or something like that. And it's not true. So when they saw that really this black woman has been suffering for all these years, and still I'm at work, I'm not late, and I still work and go home. But when I come home, I don't do anything. My children can be my testimony, or my husband, because I'm so wasted. When I used to come back home, I never used to do anything because I was so wasted, you know. But yeah, that is what happened. And for me, I had some signs, like if I can take you back a bit, the rashes on my right hand side. And I went to the doctor, and the doctor said, oh, this is just maybe a side effect of deodorant that you're using. And I said, no, I don't think so, because I've been using deodorant for so long, and I've never seen such thing since I started using deodorant. Yes. Again, another tip that maybe you can watch for, what happened to me was from 2017, I started losing a lot of blood, like menstruation. Yes. Until I asked myself, I don't think this is the right time for me to lose a lot of blood, because normally it happens when somebody I've just given birth or something like that. And by then my child was about 3 years, 4, going to. So I was like, no, I don't think this is the right time. There's something that is wrong with me. So my body sent me so many signals, but I didn't know until
Yeah, you
2000.
couldn't have thought if it's cancer, could have been anything else, right?
Yes. So that one, I was losing a lot of blood during menstruation, and I went to the doctor, and I was given medication to whatever to suppress it. So it has a very bad side effect, because it can make your blood to clot, which is also very dangerous. Yes. So I was given that, which I'd used until now, the day of the surgery, after the surgery, a bit after, now chemotherapy. Then from that day, I never saw any periods. I don't have periods right now. I never see that, because chemotherapy, after chemotherapy, nothing like that comes again. Yeah.
Interesting.
So
Yeah. The,
yeah.
I like, I mean, the tips that you're giving us are so important, because these are the ones that we need to detect early, because the earlier you detect
Yes.
breast cancer is the most important time to really even to determine what stage you are and how you can get it cured. So the earlier you do it, the better the curance and the better the way to. And you talked about I mean, we are all women, right? I mean, I don't know about
Yes, we are all
sorry,
women.
young
Yeah.
men who are here, but we all have to start touching our breasts, being
Yes.
comfortable of who we are. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
people have to. There's a way that I think because most of the women here in Europe, even in Africa or whatever, everybody can do this at home, to notice any lumpness, anything around your breast, any
Yeah.
artificial. What tips can you tell them how to do this, to be checking on their own?
Yeah, you can check if you have if you have anything that is an abnormal in your or on your breast. Just go and get checked. Like maybe if there's some pus that is coming out from your breast, or abnormal swelling, it can happen. I had that several times, but I didn't. It wasn't. I wasn't thinking, and the color of the breast can also change. Yeah. So if you see
The
those, you can,
sizes as well.
and
One.
the size, and it was on me, but I was like, when I put on bra, I'm feeling like my breasts are not, but it didn't hit me that it was something.
Yeah. So this is so
So those
important,
ones, yeah, you
definitely.
can, yeah, you can check those, and just if you are able, just like now it's Cancer Awareness Month, just go for checkup. Just go for checkup.
So do you think they're doing anything special for the women to go do the checkup now during the month of cancer? People can, because some of the places you can do it also on yourself. You don't have to be the exact age of insurances where they cover these things. So you can also go check if you have issues, and if you think there is something related in your family, because it's also inheritance in the
Yeah, yeah,
genes.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So if you have somebody who had this, and not all lumps are cancerous, so it's better to
yeah.
be
True.
checked,
Mm-hmm.
not to scare yourself so
Yeah,
early. That's what I'm hearing here. We need to go check. Be
yeah.
comfortable with looking at yourself in the
Yeah,
mirror,
be
and
be a friend of your body. That's what I would say. And speaking of test also, there's if you're able, if you are in a position to put, but I will not say if you are in a position to put your like your health number one. You have to be in a position to put your health number one, because you have to, because you eat every day, you do what, put your health as number one priority, because just go and do a genetic test. Just go and do that. If you do that, you will be able to know if maybe you have the cancer runs in your family, or things like that.
so it's possible to do a
It
genetic
is
test.
possible, but in Kenya maybe it's very expensive. But here I was able to do it with the cover of my insurance. But not, I did it only because now I was waiting to do my radiotherapy. And also that one, the only thing that was good about that is that they prepared me. That one, they prepared me. They said, this is not an easy thing to do, because if you do it, and it turns out that that cancer is in your, like in your bloodline or in your family, it means that your children will be coming here every once in a year to be checked, or maybe twice. So that one also scared me, because now putting kids in that position it's not very easy.
Yeah, but it's still better.
It is
Prevention is
still
better.
better, yes. But then
Prevention.
for me, it was like, let it just end with me, not, yeah.
And that's what happened. So your
That is what
prayers were
I was
heard.
feeling. I didn't want it to now be like, maybe also my kids can have it or what. Let it just end with me, and let me deal with it, and let it, because it was a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I can
So
see a lot of
then
people here joining, coming and
yeah, yeah,
going.
yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
thank you
thank
so
you.
much for those ones. Let me recognize them a little bit. I can
Okay.
see there's a lady who's taking really part of our discussion here. Mary De Caro, Paul Sana, you are strong. It's not easy. Yes, thank you so much for that. And she's listening, of course, from Cologne. And if you have questions now, we are slowly winding up. If you have any questions about the Cancer Awareness Month, this month is we are actually the people closing the month. It's ending very on this month. Get yourself awareness, and put your questions. If you have any questions, or you doubt something is on your body and you've never bothered to go check, there is no problem with checking. It's better checking. and not be ignorant, because the information is there to for you to listen and to adhere to.
Yeah.
You always think it will get to somebody else, it will not get to you. Oh, cancer is for somebody else. Let me tell you, it's actually next to us. Every second person
Yeah.
around you has this cancer, and you have to learn to be able to know this early enough. The
Yeah.
earlier you detect it, the better for you. So share this information we have here
Yes.
with all your friends, because we are here to give you a real true story, as you can hear that from Elise. She's a very brave woman. I admire her bravery. She empowering women in her area and making people understand how important it's to your health. Cancer is very, and I understand as well, Liz. It's not only cancer for women. There is also breast cancer for men.
Yeah. Even men get breast cancer, and they can also get like prostate cancer, and we have some cancers that are hidden. Those cancer, it's better you just do a test. Like, just make it mandatory for yourself to check yourself every year, because like for women, just go for pap smear. um it is painful, yes, but it doesn't matter. It's worth being painful. Go for that. Go for pap smear every year, and then it can help you, because if it can help you save your life, because if you get cancer of the ovaries or the cervix, or it's not easy to detect if you don't do pap smear, but it will kill you.
Definitely.
Yes.
It's very
So it's
important.
better,
Every year, women
yeah,
to
once
do
every
pap
year,
smear.
just make it mandatory, put it in your calendar, and that is why we are here to speak, so that
Yes.
we enlighten people to just put your health number one. Don't wait
Yeah.
until
As
it's too late.
African, we don't put our health so much. As much as we
Yes.
like to say, you say the European people. I have another
Mhm.
concept from as African, and you might relate to it. We
Yeah.
are the last person to go to see a doctor. I don't know about we only go to the doctor when it's really pain. Yeah, I had a doctor who was taking care of me and saying, if you see an African in the hospital, just know this person is at the end of the end.
Yeah.
This is we have to stop this, because that's the end of the end. Actually, it's the true end,
Hmm.
because you could have prevented yourself if you went to the doctor early, if you checked yourself clearly very early. Any
Yeah.
simple, if you don't feel comfortable anywhere, whether headaches, whether whatever, go to
Mhm.
the doctor. And some of you are people who are in diaspora, you have health insurance, your
Yeah.
privileges, take advantage of this. You don't need to pay anything, you just need to show up
Hmm.
and do your checks. Pap
Yeah.
smear is free for every woman every year, and it's not
Every year.
painful.
Yeah. Once in a while. Yeah.
Yes, it's any of those people who have children, pap smear is nothing because you still have to do it.
No, Joy. Perhaps me, I've been doing it, yes, before that, but I would tell you, pap smear is not. It's not like you say, "Oh, I have children." Oh, no. Every time it's painful.
I know, unless I'm confusing it with the other one that you do this just for the testing of getting the liquid part, and then they go they test
Yeah,
it.
that one, because they insert there's something that first of all they open your whatever
Yes.
that thing that
Yeah, we are
metal.
women here. We're having women talk.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we're having women talk. Yeah, they
Yes.
open it with that, and
Yes.
then they have to, and when they are swapping in, you feel it, and the opening also is not is not because it's inserting something, and you are
Yes.
not ready. You know,
Definitely. So this is the processes
inserting
we.
something in your private part.
Another thing that we all African, we have to understand that these processes are part to help us. So go do your pap smear. It's done every year. it's I find it disgusting, but I don't find it painful. But everybody's different. Every woman is different, and you all have to check on this. And then and something else we didn't talk about, and it's so important. It's about health. What we are eating. What do you think about
Yes.
that?
Like okay. After now, I finished my my treatment. Sorry. I decided, oh, maybe let me get a little information now because now I was a little bit not so stressed up. So I saw there's yeah, if you're eating a lot of red meat is not good. Yeah, because you know red meat it takes too long to digest, like about 48 hours in your stomach. So it's not very nice to eat it like every day. So and too much alcohol. And yes, too much alcohol is not good. And smoking also is not good because through smoking, you can get lung cancer, which is very fatal also. And also through smoking, men and women can get also breast cancer and also cervical cancer and things like that because there's a virus. I forgot its name. There's a virus that we carry.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's called what? Rene, do you know it? That virus. Okay, I've forgotten it. But when you smoke, there's the smoke normally kills that virus and that virus that we have is the one. It's called something. I don't know. Somebody can type
Yeah,
it
yeah,
here.
we'll
I
check
normally
on
know
it.
it, but my head is so mixed
Yes,
up.
don't
The
worry.
virus that when you smoke, then the smoke normally kills it. Then you can get
Mm-hmm.
cancer easily.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it's healthy. The
it
way
is.
you
It
eat.
is. Yeah, human yeah, that one, human papilloma virus. Yeah, that one. So if smoke, then it's yeah.
That's so
And,
important. So health, eating
uh-huh.
healthy, guys.
Yes, eating healthy
It's
is
a key
number one.
number one.
Mm.
Women, we are talking about breast cancer.
Exercising also. If you don't
Yes,
exercise a lot, you can get like for men, I heard you can get also prostate cancer and breast cancer if you don't exercise a lot.
yes.
And if you let's just say it's your what you do with your life, you know.
Good, healthy eating,
Yes.
exercise.
Uh-huh.
Check the symptoms very early
Yes.
because this is the one, the killer number
Go for
one.
checkups also.
Ignorance,
Uh-huh.
and not
Yeah.
taking care of your body. As African, I don't think we put it at number one. Our body is number one, and then somebody else. We need to put our body first. Check what is
Mhm.
going on within us. And you just said cancer the breast cancer is one for the women's side, and the men's side is the prostate cancer, which is also.
Prostate, and also they get also breast cancer also.
Yes.
That's it,
So
yeah.
these two are also very related with the way you eat.
Breast cancer.
And
Let me point out something. Breast cancer is related with cervical and ovarian and everything. If it's genetically motivated, I was told. In fact, that one was also something that was like, should I do this test or should I not? Because I was told if in case it is genetically motivated, or then we are going to remove your ovaries and we are going to remove everything in your stomach. Yes, because definitely you are going to get the cancer also in your cervix and everything.
so
So
tell us, Liz. So where are you
yes,
now? How is your situation as we speak right now?
where am I right now?
How is the process? How is the curing going on and the treatments and all the process? Are you cleared now?
Oh, for me, the cancer that I had was triple positive.
Okay.
It's an aggressive cancer that can really, multiply very quickly also.
So you're
That is
checking
what
on it.
that is what I was told. So because of that, I was told I have to do chemotherapy, and I have to do surgery. They have to operate on me also to remove the tumor, and also to remove what do you call them? Lymph nodes.
Yeah.
Lymph
Lumps.
nodes. Yeah, they removed two. Those are they are everywhere in our bodies. There's thousands of them in our body, and these are the ones that can spread cancer very quickly. So when they removed two, they look like like a mouse or something like that. So when they removed two just above the tumor, they tested them and they were cancer free. But still, they
Okay.
told me because the cancer that you have is very aggressive, so we have to you have to do chemotherapy and you have to also do radiotherapy. I did 20 times of radiotherapy and chemotherapy. Yeah, 14. It was supposed to be 14 times, 4 times, and then with 12 times. But because of Corona, then and I also became so sick. I got what do you call it? Pneumonia.
Oh, sorry about that.
That period of just when we were supposed to go for lockdown, when Corona was very high here. So everything and all the doctors were, everything got confused and yeah. And with cancer treatment, if the moment you start, you cannot stop. They want you to just continue so that it can be effective. If you stop, it doesn't become effective in your body, it doesn't help you. So they told me for everything that you've done now, at least, because I stopped for 4 weeks. First, because of chemotherapy, my blood level went so low that I had to be, for the first time in my life, I had I got a blood transfusion, and I
Oh.
didn't know. I almost died actually
Oh.
because I was home here. Yes, I was home, and I felt like vomiting. It was 1 week after my fourth chemotherapy. And when I felt, I said, it is 1 week before, just after my chemotherapy. Why am I feeling this bad? And they give us hotlines that you can just call anything because after I vomited and there was no one home, so I waited my husband to come back home, and because they had gone for shopping, it was on a Saturday. So I told him, and I said, I've vomited and I'm just feeling so cold. Now I am just so cold that I've just put on even the heater in bed, but I'm still so cold. So when we called, they said, oh, you have to come right now. And it's Corona time, you have to have a mask, and we will have to first do a Corona test. So that is what they did, and I was isolated. It's not easy to be isolated for those hours. And then the Corona, and the first, I said it was when Corona was very high here. And the test that they were doing was not pleasant because they were inserting something on your
Yeah, in
nose.
the nose, yes.
Yes. And also they removed some blood with me, and a cultured blood that it was my first time because it was vibrating like when it was being removed, you know?
Wow.
In different, it was totally different, that I was like, hey, now what is this? You know, they are removing blood from you and it is vibrating, yeah? And it was painful also.
Wow.
Not
But
the
these are very,
normal,
very,
yeah,
very tough.
the normal one that I was used to. But it was because of Corona. So, and then I was isolated, and throughout when they were giving me blood, and later after a few hours, then no, I was told you will go home and you should not go anywhere. You just stay home. We will call you because when Corona came, it was taking 1 day then they will get the result. But nowadays it's quicker, I think.
Yeah.
So they told me for this today, tomorrow, don't go anywhere until we call you. So they called me the following day, and they told me now, no, you are free of Corona.
Oh, wow, wow. So
And
you're still going through the treatments and the
not no,
chemotherapy?
I got blood transfusion then,
Ah, okay.
and I'm home, but I am so sick.
Mm,
I can't sleep on my whatever on my rib. I was feeling so bad,
mm.
and I can't cough. I can't speak. When I speak, I feel a lot of pain.
Thanks
And when I was
God
speaking,
you're here
yes,
today. You're talking,
yeah,
you're
and they told me, and then we just it went like that. Normally here in the Netherlands, they tell you, okay, you wait for 4 days about or three before you can go to the hospital or something like that. But I just said no. This one, I've waited and I'm seeing it's not. So when I went there again, I had in less than 1 week I did corona test twice because
wow,
they
wow.
said if you cannot do it, we cannot treat you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
So
was so
Apollo.
pissed off, yes, yeah, but I
Mm,
did it.
mm,
The process was painful. I did it and then they treated me, but then they saw it was pneumonia. So I was admitted for about a week.
mm.
Yes.
So you're cleared now from the
I was cleared.
pneumonia.
It was about around March there, yes.
Yes, thanks God
So
for
after
that.
four weeks of waiting, now they told me now I cannot continue with the chemotherapy. What I've got, the treatment I have now, it's enough.
Wow, thanks God. You're so grateful.
There's a time when the doctor has to choose between you living or dying. Yes.
The doctor.
Yes, they tell you, but if you yes, because they told me now,
Well, we don't listen to the doctor, we listen to our God.
yes, they tell you
Yes.
right now, if you want to continue now because your body is now very weak, it cannot take it. So it can go either way.
You are a strong woman, Liz. You know that.
Yes. Thank you very much. Yeah.
And your
So yeah.
strength and our prayers are all with you all the time. We follow you on Facebook all the time,
Mhm.
seeing what you're doing. Very powerful, praying for you, and the strength of our prayers cannot be underestimated. And we are so happy to, and just to make sure that people get to know you do a lot of projects, even if you're going all through things. Tell us a little
Yes,
bit about your
yes,
project and
yes,
how
my
people can support you.
oh my God, it's not easy right now because basically what we used to do was we used to get money through selling in markets, and I used to do some projects like cooking and organizing events and things like that. But right now it's not easy, and if you're watching me and you would like to support us, even right now, we've been given notice to vacate. Like the children who are living in Nairobi, we are supposed to vacate this month. So it is not easy. But what I normally do, I don't deal with my problems by thinking, but by trying to solve them. Like trying to get the solution instead of sitting somewhere in the corner crying and thinking, because thinking and crying will never solve anything. But acting on it, like now
Yeah.
what I was saying about treatment, go get tested, go what. So that is what
So
I started.
there's some funding you're collecting for the
We are
children
yeah we are
in
collecting funding, yeah,
who
through
are in
Facebook.
Kenya,
Yeah,
and
what?
the children homes is in Kenya, right?
Yes, the rescue center, yeah.
It's
And in
called
the
the
rescue
rest.
center,
Yeah.
yeah, Max Factor, we rescue children who have been sexually abused or physically abused, and then the perpetrator maybe is taken to jail. So we have lawyers who volunteer to do
Wow.
that.
Wow. That's a
And
great
and
initiative.
some of these children, through the rape and things like that, they are infected with HIV/AIDS, and some of them are just total orphan. So it's, you can imagine. So they live in
So
one place.
guys, you're listening to us. Do you have a link that we can share with
Yes,
them?
we have a
Please,
link, or it's
so
on
you
my
can
wall.
add for me here on the chat. You can add it there if you can see it.
I don't know how to add it, but
There's a chat just there that where you're seeing people writing, commenting from
uh,
Facebook. You can write it there or later, not now if you don't have
yes,
time.
I
You can
will
do
do
it
that.
later.
I will
You
do
can
that.
add it there. Help. They're collecting funds. to
Mhm.
support the children homes that we had who have been affected,
Yeah.
gone through rapes and through diseases like AIDS, and they are orphans. So right now they have an issue about the payment of where they are staying in Kenya. They need to pay rental, and I would imagine the government at this time rental have been regulated in a way people can stay a little bit longer, and these are the places that are affected. So if you know of anybody in Kenya or organization that can help them keep that place, that's also another
Actually,
opportunity.
I'm one person that I don't. If you tell me go, I go. I know
No,
the.
you have to
No, no,
fight
no.
for the.
I know there's processes that we can use to like maybe stay longer there or do what. But I don't. You know, when you fight somebody, you use a lot of strength. You know, that's what
You're
I've
fighting
become.
for their children, and
Yes,
I can
but
believe that.
it's
But we are
true that
praying,
there's a
Liz.
we can just move out and
Yes.
get our own place. If
Yes, we
somebody
are
doesn't want
praying. We're praying
somewhere,
they're gonna stay and they'll get somewhere else they can go to,
yes,
and
yes.
that's our prayer that the church organization. So we are really gone over 1 hour, so, and over 11 minutes, and I
Okay,
wanted to keep to
before we wind
45.
up, please, Joy.
But the information is so important.
Yes,
So share with
before
us
we
the
wind up,
link.
when I went for the surgery, I got the shock of my life
Okay.
because I was told to sign something, and
What
I
was
was like,
that?
ele- it was it was a compiled, yeah, information that I was supposed to sign before I go for surgery. And I was in the hospital on Friday, on a Thursday because I was supposed to be operated on a Friday. After they did, after I went for, like I was put in those machines to check if my heart is the, it's called what? I did MRI and things like that to check if my heart is fit for tomorrow and things like that, blood tests, all that. Then the last part in the ward, I was called in a room and was like, "Oh, there's something else now. The last part before we admit you." And then I was like, "Oh, what is it? You have to sign here in case tomorrow when we are operating on you, in case you die, or in case you will be dying in the process. What can we do?" So that one shocked me. Women who are watching, because when I left home, I'd not prepared my children that I was going to die in the process or what. So anyway, I asked the doctor, but I've had 2 operations in the past. Why didn't I never signed anything like this? And they said this one is very, very dangerous because any operation that start from your stomach going up, it is not. It is a very, very serious operation because all the important organs are up here, and your brain, it can affect your brain, it can affect anything, you know. So I said, hey, so I started just feeling like now this is the end or this is what. So they asked for my permission in case I will be leaving them. They can hit me with those machines, then those ones, and then you jump like that because they cannot do it if you don't give permission for that. So I said, okay, it's fine. You can do that. And then they asked me again, and in case you're going to come back, if you are a vegetable, should we bring you back after we hit you? Maybe you can come back when you're a vegetable. Should we bring you back or should we just let you go? And that is when also I just felt like, oh my God, also there's vegetable coming back and what, and you know. So I just told them, anyway, for me, my children, they love me so much. So even if I'm coming back as a vegetable, just bring me back. Bring me back. Even if my I'll be seated down maybe
The
in a
African
room, and
attitude, yeah.
then saliva is coming out like a vegetable. You know how a vegetable looks. So I said, just bring me back, even if I'm going to come back as a vegetable, just bring me back, and my children will be taking care of me. That is what I told them. But at least they will see their mother is there, and they will be seeing me, because I know the pain of not having a mother through the children that we take care of.
Mm.
Personally, myself, yes, I have a mother, but I do not post, like, those during Mother's Day. Since I joined Facebook, I've never, even on my WhatsApp, I never post, just to be in solidarity with the children that we support.
Ah,
Because for
okay.
them, they don't have a mother to post, or to, like, to
Yeah, yeah,
show, or
yeah.
to say, oh, happy Mother's Day to my mama. Hey, I don't know what. They don't have that.
Yes, of course, of
So
course. You have
I
to.
decided, as a person, I will never
Mm.
post. Also, there's another post that we post, for mothers who are in heaven and things like that. Yeah, that is what
Yeah.
I post. Not
So
because I don't
tell,
have a mother, but in solidarity with the children that we support. I feel their pain, and I know what they go through. And there's no one who can raise your child better than yourself. There's no
so
one.
tell us now, Liz. You really give us a lot of information, and I'm sure everybody is here really empowered, informed, and also have an action to take from today. Go to the bathroom and check your breasts if they're all okay. That's the
Yes, yes,
action.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
that one.
that's
Yeah.
the action for today for you. If you're a woman, if you're a man, you go check on your breast. It's a cancer awareness month, and we are all going checking if there's a lump, and if you feel there is something not comfortable, go for your check. Do your pap smears
Yes.
for the women, because there's also cancerous overall cancer,
Ovarian,
and
ovarian
and
cancer,
and
cancer. Yeah.
prostatas as well. For the men, be brave, go to the doctor. This is very common. It's a very curable disease when it's found very early, including breast cancer. These are most curable cancers at the moment, if my records are still good, and they can be treated when detected early. So
Yeah.
prevention is better than cure,
Thank you.
guys. Eat healthy, and so I'll give you 2 minutes, because they're really
Yes.
over time, to
Yeah.
empower the women who are listening here. Can you empower them in terms of your health, in terms of being here in Europe, especially the African women in Europe here, working very hard every other day, bringing up the children. They even sometimes they miss their appointments, and ignore some of appointments, just trying to keep the money, and helping other people to take care of yourself. How can you empower these women to start taking care of their own bodies?
Like I said earlier, you you are just make yourself your best friend. Go for testing, because it's not only cancer that can kill you. There are other diseases that can kill you also. Just go for testing. Make friends with your body. Touch your body, and just go for testing early enough. Because if you know early enough, you can prevent it. Cancer can be prevented, and you can prevent even yourself from going through all these things that I went through, like, surgery, chemotherapy, what. Because maybe if the doctor finds out that you have it in an early stage, maybe you can just only do maybe radiotherapy and things like that. That is less heavy. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. I can see some comments here from Maria
Europe,
Chibanza.
women in Europe just support each other. Support each
Yes,
other.
informing. So Maria here has
Stop
shared
fighting
something.
each other. Just
Thanks.
support each other. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for the advice, Madam Elizabeth. You are a strong woman, and may God bless your mission and grant you good health. And that's what we also, as Awe, are wishing you the same. We women are so ignorant, as somebody mentioned there, when it comes to get sick. That is how I got a stroke. Oh, sorry about that, Mary. Yes, we need to take our health important, and we don't need to learn it through experience. We are here to share with you the information so that we all take action. Any pain means it's an alarm. Something is not right somewhere.
Yeah.
Go do your
I
check.
forgot something for Black women. There's something that happened to me 8 years down the line. When I lived here, it's when I was being told, because I was so weak in 2018, 2017. And when I went for blood test, I was told that it's vitamin D. And I was like, vitamin D? And I normally take vitamin D every day.
So true.
So vitamin D, yes, you should take it. And if there's an alarm that you lack vitamin D and you normally take vitamin D, know that something very serious is wrong with your body. I didn't realize that, but all this is adding up every day as I go on and seeing what's happening. And yeah, so those
Thank you so
are the
much.
4 signs. There were 4 signs: menstruation, rash, and menstruation, rash, vitamin D, and another sign that I didn't mention was heaviness on my back and on my chest when I'm sleeping or when I'm walking. I just felt like I was carrying a sack of potatoes or something like that. It was, I felt so heavy that I didn't know what's happening, and sharp pains within your
Thank you,
chest.
thank you. Thank you so much, Liz, for all those tips. I can see Liz is here to give us all the information, and I'm so happy that you're here with me today.
We still
And
have 1 week to go before the cancer awareness or whatever.
yes, if you have any
Maybe you can get
question,
another speaker maybe next week. Yeah.
yes, we have the Cancer Awareness Month this month. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So much, get yourself informed. We are here to inform you as well. If you have any questions, get to Liz. Liz, they can, how can they find you? Give, if you have the contacts, you should share them here again.
Yes,
Where can they find
I'm
you?
on Facebook as Liz Boss. You can find me, and I also go. This month I've been going live in many big different groups and here in diasporan groups like the Dutch, the Globe, True Wars. You know those big groups.
To pass the message.
I'm not paid or what, but I just want to help somebody else not to go through what I went through. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for enlightening us. It's so important. So you can find out on Facebook. She's also has some groups if
I
you
have
want
an
to
Instagram
support.
also, Boss Liz. Yeah. A YouTube page also, Atieno, Elizabeth Atieno. You can follow. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna share them here.
Yes, share them here with us so that everybody can follow up and follow your story. And we continue praying for you so hard, Liz. You're a strong woman, and you will always see the strength of prayers and being surrounded with people with love and your family. Special greeting to your husband who has been there for you throughout, and your children giving you a smile in the morning. And this is what brings the joy in us, and keep fighting for this life, and as well as fighting to get healthy. Thank you so much for that. And I want to thank all our listeners who are listening to us today and later. I can see some Lynette was here with us, always strong. Thank you for us for joining us and following us. And thank you, Mary, for being with us from Cologne. And thank you, Maria, and all the other people who will be listening to us. Share this video as much as possible. It's about passing information about Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And if you don't know about who we are, because as you can see my background, there's African women in Europe. We are a big organization existing for over 14 years now. And our aim is to inform, empower, share
Just use
information with our women. Our women are there to network within themselves and share with us their information. That's why we have Liz here to even share with us information in this sector. And you will be also seeing us in also so many platforms with a lot of information sharing with you. As I always say, together we are strong. That's our motto. And when I'm here telling you together we are strong, that's the spirit that I've grown away. And I'm here as one woman, but I present
yeah,
1,000 women. Thank you so much, Liz, for being here with us.
yeah,
And I wish you a good evening and say hello to your family. And we will be so grateful to get you here back again with all good news and information. Whenever you feel you want to air any
yeah.
information, call
If
me
we
and
don't
we'll be
actually,
here.
if we don't get a speaker by next week, I am still willing to talk
If
more
you're
because
willing to do that and we
yes,
have a them on next Friday, we are
because
here for you.
we've not talked about so many things,
Yes,
and
it's a full day workshop,
yes, yes, yes,
seminar, and we can organize that health.
yeah,
And I can say from the last time we also had a very, I haven't seen our website. The last summit, we had a virtual summit, and we also had women, health for women from Holland as well, from
yeah,
Debbie.
yeah, I saw
And
it.
we
It
have the
was in the way,
video. Yes, we have
but
it
I
on
was
the
really
YouTube.
going through hell that time. I was following it in my bed
That's
and
the beauty
commenting.
of online. That's the
Yes,
beauty of
online.
virtual summit. And
Yes,
we'll be
I really wanted
helping.
to be there, but I was so weak because of chemotherapy and things like that.
Yes, we understand that. We
Yes.
understand that. So thank you so much for being there with us today. And I wish you a good evening for now. So as I give you
You're
a hand,
welcome. And before we end, my fellow women, let's have the spirit of Ubuntu. I am because you are.
exactly.
Without you, I will not be there. And without you, the world will not be an interesting place to be. That's why we
Thank
have
you.
a diverse culture and people who are dark like me, people who are colored, people who are what. It makes the world to be beautiful.
Beautiful.
We have
Exactly.
athletes, we have doctors, we have that because I am because you are.
The Ubuntu
If
spirit.
the Ubuntu spirit, if
Thank
you
you. Thank you
go
so
with that,
much.
just know, okay, yes,
Thank
you
you.
will be
Thank
your
you so
brother's
much.
keeper. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for the empowerment. So that was Liz who was here with us today, giving us all that information to empower you all. And I'm calling you out for another information day, giving you a lot of information every other Friday. It's recorded. You can share with your members. And if there's an interesting, actually, information day again on tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday. Yet, how can you get grants to support your business in Africa as a diaspora? Yes, we are supporting government grants that have been granted for anyone from Kenya, from Cameroon, from Ghana. It has been there since October last year, November, and some of the organizations in Cameroon have managed. Kenya is being added in November, and we are giving you information how you can do that. And I always say, I'll show you the door and you have to open the door yourself. So see you tomorrow for those ones who have registered. And if you have not, check out on my platform. We have the link there. I'll share it here as well so that you don't miss out. These are one-time information for 3 days. Take advantage of that. And we'll also be sharing with you after that, before the month end, we'll be sharing to you how to invest in Africa in money market fund. If you're somebody who want to invest your money, interest rate is very low here. We have a lesson there for you how you can also make productive money by investing. I know we buy land a lot in back at home, but how else can you invest and get special interest like 8%, 9%, 12%? Yes, it has been happening. You don't know it, but the Western world have been investing in a very, very big thing. And as diaspora, we need to trap that money and use that money, remittance money, in a way that we can also invest in ourselves. So we'll be giving those lessons as well. They are all on our website, www.africanwomenineurope. And I'm so happy to have you and get you informed, give you information that is there for you. Have a nice Saturday and Sunday, and see you tomorrow for those ones who have registered. And I'm looking forward to that specific communication and information day. I am Joy Zenz. I'm calling here from Germany, and I wish you a good weekend. Bye bye for now.